everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I hope you're in the healthy zone food mood today. I didn't expect that to rhyme. I really didn't think it was gonna rhyme, but I got there in the end. Anyway, as you guys know, I've been on a bit of kind of like a healthy push recently. I've really tried to cut down all my junk eating, or a lot of my junk eating, and really get on the healthy bandwagon. So I'm going to show you guys my healthy food haul right now. I have two big bags next to me, as well as some of my favorite things that I've kind of like switched up and got the better, less sugary, or just better for you versions. I'm going to start everything off with breakfast because this is where I found it to be the real struggle. Like the struggle of finding like a yummy, satisfying, healthy breakfast is so hard because normally, in all honesty, I just have bread and butter for breakfast or some cereal or something like that. This is what I've been having recently. They're organic gluten-free quinoa flakes. You basically make them like you would porridge. I mix them in with a bit of almond milk and just kind of like let it sit for a couple minutes, maybe like 10 minutes or so. I'm not gonna lie, it's not as yummy as porridge. It is really, really good, and it's a great alternative. It's really filling. It doesn't taste that much like quinoa. It's kind of like a mix between quinoa and porridge. The other thing I also have, which I find is slightly more filling, is brown rice flakes. This whole theme of my kind of like healthy food haul is to decrease or prevent bloating, because that's where I find when I eat sugary foods and bad foods and everything like that, that is where I find everything kind of goes. So I kind of opt for like something filling like brown rice. It's quite like healing and satisfying for the tum. If I was going to be having porridge or something like that, I'd normally like drizzle it in a lot of honey. So instead of honey, I've been using either agave nectar or brown rice syrup. I do find brown rice syrup is a bit kind of gloopy, and I normally put this in a couple of desserts as well. But agave nectar tastes exactly like honey. It's a tiny bit less sweet, and it's much more runny in texture, so it actually ends up like soaking whatever you're putting it in, like the quinoa flakes or anything, much better than honey would. Sometimes I find I just want bread. Like that is the one thing I crave. It's just like a really quick filling thing. I just feel like my tummy's just like, give me bread. It just, I don't know, there's something about bread, guys. Maybe it's just me. So I've really been trying to like switch up my bread into kind of like not gluten-y breads. So I love this brand ABO. They do really nice like little loaves of bread, and this is the organic golden quinoa, and then I also have the protein bread. It has little seeds in it, which I really like, and sometimes I get the soy and linseed one as well. I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't taste like bread. It's not gooey and like squishy like bread is, but it satisfies that craving if you crave bread like I do. This is actually my favorite thing I've discovered. It's almond butter. I have tried all the almond butters. Like I went on little almond butter spree and tried all the different brands, and the brand Biona was my favorite. It just tastes the most like peanut butter, but less peanutty. I'm not even a big fan of peanut butter, but it's just so satisfying. I love having it on my toast, and it's so good, and I'm honestly would switch this up for butter any day. And my next thing I want to show you, which is kind of an obvious one, but it's just bananas. I find these like the easiest kind of snack to have, and they're really filling. Why I wanted to show you these bananas was because my favorite thing ever is to have two pieces of toast, have almond butter, and then slices of bananas on top. And I kind of cut the toast like into little banana round things, as I'm showing you now, if that didn't make any sense, which I know it didn't. And then I'll have them like bite-sized little pieces, and it is so good. The mixture of the banana with the toast with the almond butter is just the best. My hardest challenge with like keeping healthy is when I'm in a rush. That is like the hardest thing, because it's so easy to like grab a bar or grab some crisps or like make a quick bowl of pasta. So I wanted to find like a pasta, but a better pasta for you. So this is from Ritzopia. I think I got it in my local health shop. It's the organic brown rice pasta. Now, first of all, this takes way longer to cook than normal pasta. I'm talking like an extra 10 minutes. It's so filling. I find it much more filling than normal pasta. You don't get that kind of like blah feeling after you have a bowl of this. Like normally I find with pasta, I'm just like, I feel like rolling about the place because I'm like, oh, you just, I don't know. Does anyone else get like that? I just don't feel amazing after I've had a bowl of pasta. But this, I just feel normal and full, but satisfied, and I love this. I've been through bags and bags of these, especially when I'm in a rush and I want a really quick meal. This is what I go for. This is the love and hate of my life. You know, they say there's like a fine line between love and hate. Like I can't make up my mind if I love quinoa or if I don't. but I find that it's like the best thing to put on a salad. If I'm doing like a chicken salad or a normal, any kind of salad, I just find quinoa just adds that extra oomph to make me full, especially around lunchtime. I kind of put a bit of like spices or like herbs in my quinoa, like saffron or turmeric or something like that. And then sometimes I'll mix it with a bit of cauliflower and then I'll put that in a salad all together. My favorite bit about quinoa for sure is that it's really filling. Up in those cravings, people. In terms of like sugary sweet things, you guys know I am a chocoholic, I'm a sugaraholic. I just am obsessed with all things sweets, so this was the hardest bit for me. I'm not saying I don't have sugar or sweets, guys, because we know it's me. I'm just saying I didn't have like excess amounts of chocolate, which I really was having. Basically, it was actually my dad, I think, that introduced me to these, and it's not anything new. I didn't really have them before. It's just dates. They're quite high in sugar, but it's like a much better sugar for you than a processed sugar, and they do satisfy that sweet craving. They have a really sweet taste, but it's like that craving where you can have one and the craving is gone, whereas like I could have a bar of dairy milk and still be craving sugary foods. So that's what I really like about dates, is like I have one and I'm like craving wada. I meant like wacha, like goodbye. These have changed my life because I always want a quick snack when I'm like in a rush going from like one meal to another or something, and I always like to eat something in between meals, even if it's something small, because I'm like at 10 years old and I get really cranky if I don't. So I'll take these on the go with me. They're little rice cakes and they have like a little layer of dark chocolate over the top. They're just so good and easy, and I love that they come in these little packets. A change that I've done that I really wanted to mention to you guys, especially in cooking, is switch up my salt. I now use Himalayan pink salt. Now this was a recommendation of Rosemary Ferguson. I'll leave a link to her book below. She has a book all about juicing. I love her and I just think she's amazing. Apparently this is like the purest form of salt, and it's like the least bad for you kind of salt. This Himalayan pink salt actually has a lot more benefits than usual kind of sea salt. Things like it helps balance the pH of your body, it helps regulate your water content, like prevents muscle cramping, improves circulation. There are just a lot more benefits of using Himalayan pink salt as opposed to regular table salt. And it actually doesn't taste that much different. It's just like a little bit less strong. So that's everything for my healthy food haul and current favorites. Let me know if you guys have any like recommendations of things I should be buying, or like what you've incorporated, if anything, into your kind of like food routine that you think I must try. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure you're following me on Instagram because I post a lot of the time on there what I'm up to, outfit pictures, makeup launches, like food pictures, the whole shebang. My username is @Amelia Liana, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! I'm dying! It's like 10 times the size of it! Okay. This is where everything looks nice and neat. It's probably the only place in my bathroom where everything's neat. Here are